So I thought we'd switch it up a little bit and come back to Layton today, and I think we are actually going to focus on Whitetail for the most part. It's been some time. I really think since we did any kind of focusing on the Great One grind, there's been changes that should have fixed the Whitetail, so I think it's going to be fun to run around here and see what we can find. We got Rebecca, Tux, and Kylo in here already. How you guys doing? How's everybody's Monday afternoon going? Making mac and cheese? I think that's a good move. Going back to Layton? I think it's about time. When was the last time we were out here? It wasn't the Moose stream, but the Moose stream was one of the last times that we came out here for a live stream, and that is kind of the memory that I think of every time that I want to go to Layton now. Just big male diamond moose running right at us. Cooper's Vlogs, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate the support, man. Do we have a server? I do have a Discord. If you're not in that, the link is probably going to be posted in chat at some point here. What's up, the Carbine guy? Good to see you once again. Woke up and got a diamond mountain goat. There you go. Good stuff. Met the crystal shop. Nice. Am I being projected across the room, or do you have headphones? Gonna be starting my own channel playing this game. Any tips? Honestly, tutorials are a really good way in any game, but make the kind of content that you would want to watch yourself. That's how I started this whole thing. Like, back when, it was only the Hunter Classic, but back when I first started, nobody was doing, like, basically daily Let's Plays of the game. And I wanted to watch daily Let's Plays of the game, so I started making them, and here we are, coming up on 6 years later, still doing it. I don't even know if I have... Okay. Yep. Sorry. Hope nobody got blind by that. I don't even know if I have the 22. I guess I do. That would be from the Yukon stream on Twitch yesterday. Apparently I haven't played since then. Might as well get something out of that. What's going on, winners? Good to see you once again. Projected across the room, but people are smiling. Aw. How nice. Can't watch, sadly, doing testing. Priorities, man. Hopefully we can catch you in a future stream. Where the heck? Where did our duck go? Weird. Okay. Haven't seen just random blood not with the duck in a while, but that's fine. Worse than Kyla's lightning? Wait, what was? Oh. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. The binoculars. I didn't mean it. I haven't played the game, apparently. That was good, though. Anybody that didn't catch Sunday's live stream, we went over to Yukon and shot Red Fox for a while. I think we killed probably 30, which has us really close to 600 on that grind. Still no diamond. In fact, we killed 1 gold the entire time, but it's gotta happen eventually. What's going on, Zanies? I love your videos, and I've been watching you since you played the Hunter Classic. Well, thank you for sticking around, man. I really appreciate that. Where's the doggo? He's with us. He's just chilling. Has anybody tried, by the way, since they apparently fixed it, to have the dog track like a duck or a rabbit? Did they just not? Or I wonder what they actually did for that. Are you telling that to me, Paolo, or is that unrelated? I also don't see any whitetail over here. This was one zone that I quite liked. We're over here by South Lake, I think it's called, and I was hoping to see more, but we might as well run around this end. There was a time, back with Legacy scoring and Legacy, you know, racks and all that, Jax the Beard and I did a stream where we shot a diamond whitetail right up at this end of the lake, so at one point in history, whitetail could drink here, so we might as well give it a look. That is kind of part of it, even if we're... Test it, we'll do that. Even if we're, not gonna end up killing anything, it's worth basically traveling around all water and figuring out where zones are. Yes, and it wouldn't track the goose. Okay. They can track turkey. It's interesting they let them, but I guess they do run. Guess here's our chance. What do we got? Oh, wait. Why are you flying away? You're only alert. They must just be leaving. Don't know how far that is. Apparently not as far as I think. There we go. Alright, we'll let that float back. Oh, those are something. Good thing we're reloading. I think they're whitetail. So they do drink up here. Good to know. That's a decent-ish buck. That's a really decent-ish buck. Alright. Wonder if they'll come back. We can probably hit that. I wonder if the other ones... We could even hit them out there. I was going to say, I wonder if they'll just go back nervous. That should get him pretty decent. And this dude, I guess we'll do the same. Alright. That went well. I think I'm just going to screenshot that real quick. Assuming that a diamond fox is somewhat in our relatively near future, I would like to get back on a Great One grind soon. So knowing there's a zone in this area and actually not deleting it, we only killed 3 bucks, is going to be a good thing. How can people dislike your videos? You have like the best vibe in the world? Well, thank you. I really do appreciate that, man. What do we got for these boyos? Nothing special. Couple of does walking around. I don't think, because the duck's way out there, I don't think he's gonna do anything. I also really don't want to crash the game. You know what we'll do? Let's go claim the deer first, and then we'll come back to the duck. Seems smarter. You can track rabbits. Now, it is possible that they can run. So maybe that makes sense. I don't know. Non-typical nation, thank you for the super chat. Got a 101.3 diamond pronghorn yesterday. Nicely done, man. 101, I like, if I'm thinking of the right rack, I like the ones that are like low 100s. 104, or not really rack, set of horns, but the ones that go like to 104, they're a little bit of a like lower set horn, and the like low 100s are really tall, I think. If I'm thinking of the right one, those look quite good. Did I just get called Planter? Not hacking, just really good at the game and he played for a long time? I think I just got called Planter. You'd be amazed, haters gonna hate anything and everything. It's just the way some of that goes. Doing a big brain move, watching the wrong channel? I'm so confused. What's happening? Minecraft videos? We just talked about this relatively recently. At some point, when Subnautica Below Zero has been completed on the Sunday live streams, that is a game that at the very least I would consider. We'll have to see what happens. What rifle do you recommend? If you're doing any kind of like grinding, the M1 is unmatched. Just that super quick follow-up ability and pretty good knockdown power. In my opinion, you can't beat it. That's a 238. Not even 20 below diamond. Good start. Tanner, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Are you gonna shoot the Great One with a bow again? I don't know. If I have a bow with me, yes. My concern is, and I thought about this going into today's stream, if we could get so lucky to stumble into another Great One, I'd probably take it with whatever I have, because there have been documented issues where somebody sees a Great One, goes back to a lodge, or goes back the next day, and it turns into an over-leveled diamond. So I really don't want to have that, and I'm afraid just simply leaving render could cause that. So until I'm certain that's fixed, I'll probably not take it with a bow unless I happen to be carrying one. Now, I actually think at the time that we killed our Great One back in June of 2020, I'm almost sure the same glitch still happened. It's just that even in fast traveling, we never actually left render of them, so I think we really lucked out getting that. Giancarlo, thank you for the super chat. Tips for Classic? I assume you're just getting into it. I don't know where our deer is, but we'll just hopefully let Rocky help us. Honestly, the biggest thing in Classic versus Call of the Wild is listening for calls is a really big deal, and you want to be able to ideally call in those animals like whatever you're hunting. So you start with the bleat caller. If you can take the bleat caller and go to a map like, say, Red Feather Falls, there's both whitetail and blacktail there, you'll be able to call in like a good number of species, or Logger's Point for that matter, whitetail and mule deer. Listen for calls, use your bleat caller, bring them in, shoot them, and then earn some GM. As you're doing that, I'd be working on missions, and probably, if I were you, I'd be trying to get a bow first. Look at the mass on that dude. I like that. Good looking deer. All the things, Kylie. You know what? I should actually mention that, by the way. Glad you brought that up. There are going to be no Twitch streams this week, so Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday I'm going to be away, as Kyla said. I'm visiting down there, so basically not going to miss any YouTube videos or YouTube streams, and there are going to be YouTube videos every day, but just basically not going to be having the Twitch streams, so still content, just a little less. Where the heck was this duck? I can't remember. Can Rocky find a duck? See what he does. He did. Cool. There's blood. I think it's over there then? I'm a little bit confused. I missed this game, I should play it more. I'd recommend it. Give it another shot. What are you barking at, dude? I don't see nothing. There was blood. It would have floated back to wherever we shot it from, and I don't have a clue where that was. It's just a small duck. I kind of think we're going to lose that one. I don't know where that was. Nice rack on that buck. It looked cool. I liked it. You're amazing. I got this game because of you. Keep up the great work. One more thing. Have a great day. You too, man. And thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And I'm glad that you found the game like through the community and stuff. That's always good to see. I would almost feel like that blood means, you know what? No, we definitely never left a render. I don't know. Not that important. We're going to be wasting whitetail drink time doing this. Let's check here again. I think we put this tent here specifically because of a whitetail zone. Is there an antelope that comes in piebald? If you consider the pronghorn antelope, there are two different ones. They're often called that, but I believe technically they are not. That's a piebald duck. Maybe we could make up for our loss there? Might as well. How do you unlock the 300? You have to have the Yukon Valley map DLC. I think it's like $7.99. Is that what the maps usually cost? It really is worth it in my opinion, just for the 300. It's such a good gun. If you're hunting like lions or Cape buffalo, anything really big game, if I could hit these shots, that would be pretty cool. But the biggest game, the 300 is my go-to for that, and I would recommend it. What did 100 Man ask? Oh, I wonder if Vectro's even alive. From the messages that I got, I'm not confident. That one landed on the shore, so we might as well go over there. Go and pick that up. I think I broke my blacktail drink stone in the Midwest of Chile. When you say broke it, do you just mean, like, got to your 4 hunting pressure and deleted it? Thanks, Palo. How kind of you. Got my dusky kudu yesterday, so replaced my red-brown with it. Now I got a nice albino male with a dusky female. I don't know if I ever did a multi-mount with the dusky ones, and they look good. I feel like that's what I should do. That's cool, man. Nicely done. Who was that? I don't know why alerts are this way. Dylan, thanks for becoming a channel member, dude. Kyla has the link there for the Discord in chat. If you're not already in Discord, make sure you join that and link up your YouTube to get the member role. Take advantage of the good stuff that comes along with that, and enjoy the green name and emojis in chat as well. And Anthony, thank you for the super chat. Good hotspots for hunting Sika deer, still grinding for my first diamond. I know Scarecrow has an entire Sika deer guide, so being that we're not on the map, it's going to be difficult for me to actually show you, but you could maybe watch his guide, or the best I can tell you is like the river on the far west side of the map, where it gets like all swampy looking. That's probably the best area. I want red deer or mule deer? But you want them for what? New Great One grind? Just a little bit, just kind of like casually working on it today. Nothing super crazy. We already found one new zone though and killed 3 bucks. But just figured we'd sort of test the waters and see what we can find as far as whitetail out here. 30 seconds behind, such struggles. So early on, 15 minutes, go figure. How many differences are there in the Xbox version compared to PC? They should be the same game. Now there's gonna be like mechanics and stuff that are different. Little piebald gold's not too bad. But yeah, there's no major differences. Don't forget the shoes to like button. We used to say it a lot back in the day. It's been some time. I like it. Just bagged a diamond Bethades ibex. Nicely done. I almost was gonna go to Quattro today, but something about the whitetail, they were calling my name. Gonna go visit Kyla this week. I certainly am. Tomorrow, in fact. Should be fun. Thank you, winners. I usually don't bother with the rare mallards, but since there was a piebald sitting out there, I did mean to have Rocky track it, but I kind of forgot, so It's fine. When did they change the Whitetail Diamond score to 251? I swear 1 month ago it was 276.8. It's actually 255, although I thought it was 251 as well. They changed that with the Te Awaroa update, I would say. It's been a while. What did Kyla do to deserve that? I don't know, but she's getting it. You don't even know. Not sure that's a gift? It depends on what you consider a gift, I guess. Is a max score diamond mallard rare? I can't seem to get one. I shot a max weight one a couple of weeks back on stream and still was not max score. My dad plays on Xbox, has much more bugs than PC, like if controller disconnects you automatically walk backwards. I heard about some of the stick drift stuff that I don't know if that's all console or just Xbox is experiencing, but that sounds pretty rough. Not sure what kind of like check they're not doing, but they need to be doing something to fix that. What do you think about the, I guess, hackers in the game? I think it's getting to a point, especially in multiplayer, where it's too prevalent. Hopefully something can get done, but it's hard to say exactly what that should be. Anthony, thank you again, by the way. Thanks a bunch. I'll go check out Scarecrow's guide. Keep up the Houston Flint Eastwood. I'll do my best. Thank you, man. What score was your biggest moose? 300.5 or 6? We shot it on a stream here on Layton. It must have been the end of January, now that I think of it, because it was the end of the January montage. Texas is better than most states? I guess it depends on your metric. I play on PS4 and didn't happen to me yet. I mean, not to, you know, wish something bad happening to any, just one community or whatever, but I guess the less it's happening to people, the better, so that's good to hear anyway. Wait, don't you go zigzagging, that's not fair. Boy? I don't know what kind of... What are you doing? And why is it making it so difficult to hit? Dude. I don't appreciate the warping. It's fine. Biggest whitetail that's not the great one, I think I have a 289? Never quite cracked 290 on any of the diamonds for the great one grind, and now as far as I know, that's entirely impossible. I think 270 something is basically the max. Magic Rabbit, he was just, every time I'd actually line up a good shot, he would warp. I think, again, we only shot 3 animals though, so, or 3 rabbits. Good on the zone side of things. That's a glitch where they go up that way, you can't hit them? Oh, can you actually not? I feel a little better about myself. Silver, silver, and gold. At least one of them was decent. I'm a new sub and I got the game a week ago. Do you have any tips for new players? I've done an entire beginner series, kind of like starting over at level 1 and showing a lot of stuff that I would do at that point. But it's to some degree outdated. There's certain things in that either are inaccurate or don't work anymore. This is just like the Great One grind. I'm going to kill that though. I used to have a ton of bucks down here at Belmont Lake when I started the Great One grind. By the end of it, I had a bunch of herds of does. So maybe getting rid of that will get some bucks to drink down here. Texas is certainly better. Oh boy, we have a whole competition going on now. What hacks are in this game? I don't see the point of hacking in this game. The stuff that is commonly posted, you'll see people that post a bunch of screenshots in Discord where it's nothing against them. They think they've gotten really lucky in multiplayer, but what it is like a bunch of max weight animals where the host of the game has basically made it so all animals are diamond and max weight. There's stuff like that. You also occasionally see just a bunch of animals that are shot at like 3 meters and the animals are clearly calm in the harvest screen, so they're being frozen or something like that. there's just a bunch of stuff that's done, and I guess if you've purchased the game, you've spent your money, and that's fine, but bringing it into multiplayer or like trying to sort of claim those kills as legitimate is where I have a problem with it. It's just, it ends up devaluing the work and stuff that goes into getting the legit trophies. That's where it is something I don't want to see. Kyle is going to teach me how to get big fallows. I expect at least 1 diamond fallow. Just saying. Or 12. Fallow luck on your map is straight trash. Can you bring it here then? We're going to do a fallow guide. Maybe it'll work on my map. It did last time, actually. Got that small piebald and I can't even get another diamond. I can't even get another diamond after 17. What even is this? Hacking in the game is not fun. Why do people do that? I can't wrap my head around it, because there's a reason that I've shot 600 red fox in my search for a diamond red fox, and I'm still doing it. I enjoy not only the result, but the process of getting to that. And if I just spawned in a level 9 fox, or made it so all red fox on the map were level 9, that would be fun for 2 minutes, and then I'd be bored. Like, I don't get it. Are you looking for a moderator? At the moment, I think we're quite good. Do you need a blanket for the Canadian geese? Or can you just lay in the bushes? I really thought that was... I didn't understand what you were asking at first. I thought that was a joke. But, you can just lay on the ground. If you have decoys set up, they'll be able to actually, like, spawn, basically. If you don't have decoys, you'll see flocks of geese go by, but you can't spot them. And sometimes even when you do have decoys, you get that effect. But if you can't spot them, basically they're not broken from the flock. That's the best thing I can say, because in Classic, the way that it works is you get those geese flying over, you can't spot them, you call, and then some of them will break and fly down closer. And that's essentially what they're trying to replicate, I think, in Call of the Wild with the ones you can't spot. But yeah, those can't be shot. Whitetail on this side, excuse me. Never in my life have I seen that. Interesting. Alright. Well, when we run around to the far side, we have a tripod so we can kill anything that's there. Where is it? I had a tripod. Oh. I guess I no longer do. Well, then we'll have to be a little bit careful, but it'll be interesting to see what spawns in here. Decoys on a tree stand? Yeah, I have a tripod. I like being elevated for those shots. Nathan, I just saw that they confirmed Farming Sim 22 for Q4 of this year. I definitely intend to go ahead and jump into that. I don't know if we'll do anything on YouTube. Maybe the occasional video, I don't know. I was going to do a Farming Sim video about a year ago. But I ended up not doing that. Whitetail on both sides. It's probably just a doe. Because I looked around. At this point, we'll just keep on going and worry about the ones. How do I do the YouTube thing in Discord? If you're in my server, there's a info text channel at the top. Click on that, and it'll give you pretty much step-by-step instructions of what to do. There's one there. Another one. There should have been 4. Another 2 are does. Cool. Not gonna have to worry about hunting pressure then. From which weapon pack is your firearm? The red one. I bought weapon pack 2, and I have a similar rifle, but it reloads slower. Yeah, you have the Mosin from weapon pack 2. The M1 is in the Smoke and Barrels weapon pack. It's the most recently released one. It's specifically for this situation right here, actually. This is why it's the best gun in the game, and I'll probably mess up doing what I'm going to try to show. But it's such a fast follow-up. You can get those 2 shots off before they have any idea, and really you can get 3. If you're relatively quick with it, you can drop 3 animals before they flee, and that is such a big deal when it comes to grinding stuff. Do you have a video about the bow? Like archery hunting specifically? I don't do, assuming this is what you're asking, I don't do enough bow hunting in this game to even feel justified in making like a archery hunting guide in Call of the Wild. I wanted to do one a long time ago, but I think it's fairly straightforward. Play the wind and call the animals in is about all it is. Not gonna lie, I enjoy not having more than 600 people in here today. I see. Just chilling. Favorite reserve to hunt on, and do you ever play on multiplayer? I play on multiplayer close to 50% of the time that I spend playing the game. And my favorite reserve is definitely this one, Layton Lakes. And favorite animal? I like wolves because they have that unique AI. You get to see them interacting with some of the other animals, you get to see them chasing stuff, and you also get to, every now and then, deal with the attacking wolves, which can be quite fun. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There was somewhere I wanted to try today. Where the heck was it? Oh, Belmont. Let's do that on the second run then. Let's go to Renaki now. Easy chat to mod on your birthday? Well, good. I was hoping you could take it easy one way or another. You guys should do me a favor, by the way, and help me wish Kyla a very happy birthday since she's in here, hanging out, chilling with us. You have enough balls to shoot the great one with the bow, though? Fair enough. It was the compound bow, so, you know, could have made it more difficult. I know somebody shot one with the recurve. I'm not brave enough to do that. Though I have the recurve and the longbow are the same now. The recurve used to be harder to aim. I have pretty much committed to shooting the next great one, if we can find one, because it seems quite difficult these days. But with the longbow, the thing is, there's the glitches where animals are essentially, or the great one specifically, seems to be becoming a lower or higher weight above max level whitetail, like 4s or 5s. And that seems to happen when you go out a render of them. So until that is confirmed to be fixed, oh, I didn't think we hit that. Definitely not going to be doing that. Look at all the happy birthdays. That's what I like to see. All the best birthday energies and amazing vibes. Nothing but good vibes. You guys see her in here every day, or every stream rather, whether or not you realize how much her impact on the stream is through moderating. It's huge, and it is greatly appreciated. Ooh. I'm gonna say that was luck, because I didn't even know how far that was. My friend has 5 great ones. I don't want to doubt things, but that seems highly unlikely. Who is Kyla? Kyla is the moderator in blue right there above your message. She's also my girlfriend. You make me laugh every day, well, I'm glad. Part of what I hope to do, you know? Nice job, thanks. Probably not gonna hit anything quite like that on the rest of the stream, but proud of that one. Got rabbits to claim everywhere. What gun do you use for whitetail? I'm using the M1 today. I just showed it earlier over in Chile. It is just ridiculous for those follow-up shots. When you have no time to chamber into the round, it's semi-automatic. You can really chain together some kills, and it's quite nice. When you're potentially grinding through thousands of whitetail like we did for the Great One, it's important to be able to kill as many as you can every single zone. And when you have tripods set up and don't have to worry about hunting pressure, that is something the M1 is fantastic at. Did we? Nope, definitely didn't leave render of that rabbit. I keep forgetting that is something to pay attention to. Do you plan on making turkey vids in real life this spring? I definitely intend to. We'll see how that goes. You're the chillest person ever? Well, thanks. In your opinion, what's your favorite trophy lodge between Spring Creek Manor and Siseka Safari? I assume you're asking? I like Siseka. The prevalence of full body platforms is quite good. It's my mom's birthday too. We'll tell her we said happy birthday. Is the tree stand and tripod DLC worth it? If you do any kind of grinds, it's worth it. Otherwise, in my opinion, it's not that great. Like, I don't really actively use tree stands or tripods for normal hunting, but if I want to shoot a bunch of any one animal in one zone and not delete that zone, tripods and tri-stands are the way to go. They are super useful for that because they reduce hunting pressure down to 25% of the normal. So instead of being able to shoot 3 animals in one zone and not delete it, you can shoot like 11. I still haven't 100% confirmed if it's 11 or 15, but really there's almost nowhere you're shooting 11 animals in one zone anyway, so it's not too big of a deal there. Mason, thank you for the super chat. If you had to add a new animal to Hunger Call the Wild, what would it be? I want doll sheep on Yukon real bad. The fact that I'm spending so much time there with the red fox grind lately makes it even more so to where I'd like to have something new. But yeah, I just think doll sheep would be a lot of fun. Tree pods, you say? Indeed. What's up, ass? She said thank you. Good. Glad to hear it. Did they fix the bug despawn, like where animals were becoming invisible? That is still unfortunately a thing. Is it normal when grinding whitetail for zones to change? Yeah, I had it a couple of times. I had one big instance where all of a sudden most of my like old zones, like where I had the tripods set up, so like it's not like I was forgetting where they were, like the tripods were in the same place. All of a sudden I didn't have whitetail herds there, and when I ran around and started discovering all my zones again, the great one spawned. So if you have a sudden super huge change of zones, maybe, just maybe, yeah, I went out there. Oh, thank you, Dylan. Mexico map with Coos deer? I would love some kind of North American desert map. Coos deer, desert mule deer, desert bighorn. You could do like javelina. You could do probably some kind of jackrabbit and put coyotes on there. Could be pretty cool. Michael and Isaac, thank you for the super chats, guys. What range is comfortable shooting for the 454? I'd say like 100 is fine. You can zero out to 75 with it. I know it's very possible to shoot super long range with it, but you definitely need to practice that to get to that comfortable range. But yeah, the drop is not that bad out to like 100. Do you think they should add traps and trail cameras? I think trail cameras would be good. I personally am not super high on the idea of traps, but a lot of people mention it. It's, for years at this point, it's something that is consistently brought up in stream chats. So if it's something that enough of the community would like and enjoy and actually use, then I'd be for it. I just question if it would be worth all the new animations and mechanics and the stuff that the developers would have to do to make it work. Like I said, as long as enough of the community uses it, that would be fine, but that's my worry. If they're gonna do... Well, they've already done bighorn. I assume you mean doll sheep hunter, man? Are you two struggling from last night's escapades? Can you show us where you are on the map? Currently, we're running up through Renaki. We're probably gonna go as far as, like, this little crossing right here. You know what? Nah, we'll go all the way up. I just realized the time. Maybe we won't. We'll go as far as we can along here till 15:30, and then we will switch it up. How is it? I guess because we started at 12:30. It seems like it should be earlier in the game than that. Polar bear would be cool on the Yukon. I don't think they should technically be on that kind of map, though. Then again, it is a game. These ones that we spotted, that's a smaller male. Haven't got my first diamond yet at level 30. Any tips or tricks that would help me out a little bit would be much appreciated. Honestly, hunt around water, man. And if you're doing single player, shoot as many males as you can. Get your respawns. It's bound to happen. Winners, thank you so much for the super chat. Enjoy your visit with Kyla. Thank you, man. I'm sure I will. I appreciate you. Got Quattro Colinas. It's a fun map. Again, much like tips for other maps, the water is the way to go on that map, but if you're specifically after the ibex, 8 to 11 is their drink time, and the lakes near the 4 mountains. Quattro Colinas, if you don't know, is Spanish for 4 mountains, and each mountain has its own species of ibex. It's pretty cool. What TikTok was that from, Dylan? Do Mouflon troll often? I've had 7 trolls and no diamonds. They shouldn't troll that often. I've definitely had a number of trolls, but 7 seems very excessive. Can we make it... This is where I want to get to. 1.5 kilometers in basically 10 minutes? Maybe. Killed a 19.8 mallard, not too bad. I want the coyotes bigger. Yeah, they're supposed to be like up to 60 pounds, basically. They look like they're 20, 25. They could definitely be bigger. Do you know why my whitetail bucks aren't respawning, or how to trigger them? If it's specifically bucks that aren't respawning, the first thing I would do is start running around to other locations that you aren't hunting, that, assuming you're hunting them in their drink time, like other locations that have water. So, for instance, when I started the Great One grind, I was pretty much hunting like Runaki. I was hunting a little bit up here in the area, won't show up, but I think this is technically Willowpeg. And I was doing some of like Cheetah and stuff, and Belmont as well. I eventually found out that there's a bunch of whitetail drinking up through Calburn, there's a bunch here in Norden, and there were others down here in like the south of Belmont that I just had no idea about. So I'd start looking around and seeing if they are respawning elsewhere. Outdoor Boys, thank you for the super chat. Do you think they'll add different dogs? I hope they're gonna add like upland hunting. I think, in all likelihood, despite the a little bit rocky kind of release with the Bloodhounds, oddly enough, named him Rocky, go figure. But I think the overall opinion on dogs is rather positive. I wouldn't be surprised to see other dog species, or other dog breeds, I should say. And is that Callan? Hopefully one of those two is correct. Thank you for the super chat. Do you play any other games except this one and the Hunter Classic? We just finished a playthrough of Subnautica that we streamed on Twitch. If you're interested in seeing that, all the VODs are on my second channel called Flinter. Do I play other games other than that? I mean, technically we're going to do Subnautica Below Zero. I intend to pick up Farming Sim 22 when it comes out. And of course the throwback games that we do for Throwback Thursday. What rifle's the best for moose? I'd be taking the 300 personally. That's... Why does that look weird? Is it darker? It's dead. I don't think it was darker. I think it was the sun being in the position it was, but it still didn't look right. It was a good size. What's the background music? It's music from Epidemic Sound, which is a fantastic little music library that you can use for content reasons. I missed a big male dono. What's going on, Bottom Boy? Good to see you. Is it worth having the dog? Here is my official opinion on the Bloodhounds after like having him, using him a lot, and then getting him to max level. I think it's worth the time invested to max their level and then have him there beside you. You'll notice throughout the stream that I'm not having him track like every single animal or anything like that because he is maxed already. But when we come upon a trail that is difficult to follow, having a Bloodhound that's just ready to go, that can go track him down super quickly, is fantastic. Like, I love having that ability to, if there's no tracks visible, or if I'm just struggling to... I think I saw one of those birds go by there and thought there was an albino, but if I'm just struggling to figure out where the next track is, Rocky can usually find it before I do, and that just saves you time. Is it worth it to get the trophy lodges? So again, this is sort of a matter of personal opinion. I basically play this game the amount I do because trophy lodges exist. I wouldn't put whatever it is, 40 hours a week into the game basically, if not for the trophy lodges, because like I have had a diamond of every species. I've had the great one. I've had at least a rare of every species that can have rares. Like, just after 4,000 hours, you'd think I'd be bored, but there's so much I can do to improve my trophy lodge. That's what keeps me playing. That is unbelievably far away and technically has a chance of being a diamond, but I have no faith. Didn't get him. It was worth a shot. Gotcha, Dylan. I like having mine around because it's like, why not? It doesn't hurt anything and he's handy when needed. Yeah, to paraphrase, that's pretty well put. And the other thing is, anybody that maybe struggles to deal with wolves attacking, or maybe just doesn't care for it, feels like it's a distraction and doesn't enjoy it. About half the time, Rocky scares him away before I have to do too much shooting, so that also is nice to have that little feature. We're going to be pretty much fine getting as far up here as we needed to before their drink time ends, so if there's any up here, we'll see them. Do you know if the bloodhound spooks animals? It does if you get really close. If you're bow hunting, what I would recommend doing is having the bloodhound stay like 20 or 30 meters behind where you're going to hide. Usually that seems to help. Alice just likes to get in my way. The amount of times that I heard you say invalid target, I finally had it with Rocky. I don't remember. I couldn't even see him. It was some kind of thing where I was trying to make a close range shot and he got in my way, but he almost never does it. Sorry for a dumb question, but when you shoot something, does it go to the same zones when it respawns? I've heard people say, like, they're respawning elsewhere. I don't think there's ever been any proof that they do respawn in the same zones. And actually, through my Great One grinding and stuff, I sort of felt that they were respawning somewhere else. And I would also say, I think, with the Red Fox grind, there was an area that I wasn't hunting because I thought Red Fox didn't spawn there. And the other day, actually a week ago today, I went there and shot 20. And 20 is a ton in one area for Red Fox. The reason I think there were so many there is because I wasn't hunting there and Red Fox that were shot elsewhere were spawning there. I'm pretty sure they do and always have spawned just kind of randomly somewhere. Maybe it's the same zone, maybe it's not. I may go in a bit, making a costume farm truck. No worries. On Silver Ridge Peaks, go to Lone Island Lake. That whole area is a hotspot. Yeah, that area is where we shot our big albino mountain lion, and quite a number of other trophies. In fact, one of our big diamond elk was there too. It's a good spot. Killed my first ever diamond yesterday. Congrats, man. What was said first diamond? Does this bow spook other animals one shot? I don't know exactly what the spook radius is. Something like 50 meters. Any animal within that range you'll hear it, otherwise you're good. Not seeing any whitetail up here. This is a spot that some of the whitetail, I know there's like rest zones up through here, and it would make sense that some of them would end up drinking up at these little spots, but at least so far, not seeing much of anything. Ivan Doggo is the best dog name. I gotta give you that one. Google names mean the most? Yes. I have 500 harvests with no diamonds. I don't think that's out of the ordinary. I don't see anything wrong with that. Just gotta keep at it. That's a pretty good one. Really high estimate, level 2. I've seen some level 2 diamond mallards posted around the community lately. I still have never killed one. I've had plenty of level 2 diamond harlequin and the occasional level 2 diamond cinnamon teal. Never on a mallard though. What is your favorite animal, Poop? Red deer. I don't know. Aaron, thank you for the super chat. So after DD33's video respawn are starting to confuse me, because I thought males came back as male, female came as female, but it seems it's not the case. I didn't see DD's video. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but it's possible that's not the case. I just think when I did the Great One grind, I shot no does, but I shot 1,650 bucks. How on earth did I not eventually have nothing but does? You know what I mean? The odds that I would only get bucks after that many bucks being shot just is not good. Of course, Hunter, man. I got a 99 score pronghorn. Nice. Just barely above diamond. Now I can hunt moose with my dad. Nice. Good to hear. I got a diamond plains bison a few weeks ago, so my heart was pumping fast. I could imagine. The plains bison, just seeing a max level animal that big is always cool. What is the diamond cheat in multiplayer? The main thing that I see happening is basically every animal running around is a diamond. For instance, if you see a level 3 moose with a diamond rack, that is some kind of hack. I saw that on a Yukon server. It was like the first thing I saw, and at least it saved me time. I knew I had to leave that server and go elsewhere. Small ducks. Alright, it's 15:17 now. We didn't kill that many whitetail, but shot some other stuff for respawns. Ches says hi. I don't know if she can hear me, but how's it going, Ches? Hope you had a good Monday. All I had was the 10 gauge. Oh, we did a Diamond Cape Buffalo one time with a 10 gauge. That's intense, having to get that close and feeling like you might get run over because it's not going to kill him fast. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's change the time. We'll actually probably go here and then down. I think that'll be the move. Give it a little time, then go into Belmont. What whitetail deer gun do you recommend? Definitely the M1. My farthest shot, my farthest vital hit is 434 meters. I got the numbers confused. Let's see if we can go into this, see if that's right. How do I play this game? There we go. It's fine. Nope. 434, yeah. She said I'm done with work, so it can only get better. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Do you think they should have had albino rats? I'm not sure why they would. Shot the first legendary brown bear I've ever seen yesterday, and he scored literally .100 diamond. It's the way some of those go. The predator ones are rough, because when you see, you know, like since we're kind of hunting whitetail, level 3 whitetail, you get some indication based on their antlers. But when it's a coyote or a bear or like a puma or something, you really have no idea. It's a complete shot in the dark. You can't look at them and have any guess, which is kind of annoying. In classic, the bigger like bears and pumas and stuff, they are actually physically bigger. You can kind of see it. Whereas in this game, it's the same. The male model is the same for every single animal of that species. So it would be nice, I guess, to be able to have a little bit of an indication. Your third male diamond gemsbuck. Nice, dude. That's another one. I really don't want to grind for it. Gemsbuck aren't fun, but that's another one I do want to get in the lodge. If we gotta grind, we gotta grind, but I'd love to just stumble into that in one of our random Virunga multiplayer adventures. My favorite's to stock up on like 200, 243 stop points and wreak havoc on Silver Ridge. Any money you make doing that's all profit too, since the bullets are free. Pretty smart. How can you tell how many whitetail have? Wait, what? Speaking of whitetail, not in a very good spot. Let's see which way they're going. They should be going to drink. So, yeah, they're going that way. Or possibly just eat. Usually they're in herds, but well, we'll just kind of get out where we can maybe see. Moose back there too. Just got back from school. Hope you had a good day, man. Welcome to the stream. Heading out. Sounds good, Rich. Catch you later. Best gun in the game. It really depends on what you are hunting, but I would definitely say the M1 is up there for potentially the best. Where did Mr. Whitetail go? It's quite possible he just stopped back in there and is drinking out of sight. Also, it's possible that he is with these and is standing right there alert. I don't think that's the same one, though. Pretty confident there was another buck, but probably, yeah, that one. I was gonna say probably we would see it. I'm not super confident that was even the same one. Probably jumped the gun there, but trying to be quick moving around. Would you buy the 470 to just hunt or only for missions? Knowing what I know about the 470 now, I probably wouldn't buy it like for anything other than missions. It's not that good. The 300 does its job better, in my opinion. Why do females usually have a 0 trophy rating? Most species are scored by either antlers or horns or something that only males of that species get. Almost looked like the dead one was warning call in there. That's usually what it is. I can see one through the brush. Or could. Yeah, just could. Oh wait. Something moved. We'll see what we find. Phone's dead, gotta go. No worries, man. Thanks for hanging out. Got my first Albino today. Nice, dude. What'd you get? Ooh, I ran through here a couple of days ago and shot a ton of coyotes. Unfortunately, that was a female. But we might have new coyote respawns up here. Kind of a decent buck, just completely messed up. There should be one other buck track at least. Just want to know how big he is. Not going to necessarily follow him. 70 to 85, that pretty much answers that. We'll fast travel over to there then. Go a little bit north. There is pretty consistently a whitetail drink zone up in this area on most maps, so we'll give that a look. Got trolled by a whitetail today. That's unfortunate, man. Although I would say the smallest rack diamond whitetail don't look that good, so maybe you can find a bigger one anyway. You do not, Gavin. Although there is a zeroing feature, so basically, through playing the game, you unlock perk points. And if you spend enough perk points to get the long and short range zero perk and then activate it, you can change the zeroing on any weapon that you're holding. So with the M1, well, that's a 243. With the M1, we can zero for 150, 75, or 300 in the bottom right. And all that's doing is accounting for the range the animal we're trying to shoot at is actually at from us. So it can be quite nice if we're trying to go for 300 meter shot. Being able to zero for 300 instead of having to aim quite high is a pretty big deal. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, let's look through. I think we'll do a good chunk of Belmont just to find out what's here. Fastest way to make money? I would have said goose hunting. It seems that something is a little bit off with that right now. As far as I know, people are struggling to find geese in any kind of decent numbers. So right now, I'd probably go chase fallow on Te Awaroa. They're everywhere. They drink from 8 to 11:30, I believe, or 8:30 to 11:30. And they give pretty good cash and they're easy to kill. Please shoot a moose. We'll probably run into another one that we can maybe go for. No worries, Hudson. How did you get so good? I guess the biggest thing would be, that's a nice blacktail. I almost thought that was an albino, that water there. The biggest thing would be like 4,200 hours plus, as I'm struggling to even answer your question. Can we make this? Yes, we can. Your videos got me my first time in elk. Good to hear, man. Glad they helped. What's your favorite non-horned diamond? Okay, I'm gonna assume we're talking no horns, no antlers. I mean, my 1,000 coyote from back in the day was pretty special because it was kind of a group effort. There was me, there was Jax the Beard, John Johns, Jay was there. Just the fact that we all kind of had a hand in tracking it down and finding it, and then for it to score 1,000 and just the way it all went down, I think that's it. You wish. You don't even know what it is yet. Well, can a great one spawn twice? I assume you're asking if it's possible to get more than one great one, or possibly more than one great one from single player, and yes to both of those. Ooh, almost hit him in the skull. What's up, Flex? Do you know what weapon pack the 22 rifle is in? That would be in weapon pack 1. Are you going to do multiplayer videos? So I have like the next week's worth of videos scheduled since I'm going to be visiting Kyla. I'll say that again, by the way, anybody that was not here earlier, there's not going to be any Twitch streams for the next week. There's still going to be videos every day, and I'll be back for next week's YouTube stream. But, yeah, no Twitch streams. Anyway, what do I even have scheduled? One is definitely single player. There's 3 Call of the Wild videos. Now, I think 2 of them are probably multiplayer, if I'm remembering right. Flinter is in my top 5 favorite YouTubers. I assume that's referring to me, and I appreciate it. Hopefully everything's alright there, Acid. Man, that was close. Might want to have been a bronze. It was quite close to end up being a bronze. Matthew, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Who's Kyla? Kyla is a moderator in the channel that you've probably seen and not known it throughout, and she's also my girlfriend. There she is. Just wanted to say you inspired me to start my own hunter series. Not a shout out, I promise. Could you please give me feedback on the rights and wrongs if possible? Like I said, since I'm going to visit Kyla, I'm going to be a little bit busy for the next week, so if you give me a chance to get back to you on that, possibly. Yeah, go ahead, Kyla. I'm just chilling. What's the biggest score moose you have seen? There was a time when the rack that we got on stream one time that scored 306 used to get up close to 320, or maybe even over 320, but now since their scoring's been changed, I think, I said 306, it scored 300.6. I think super low 300s is as high as it goes. Do you think an albino great one could spawn? It most certainly could. There have been ones hacked in that people have shot. I don't think any have been shot legitimately. It's hard to say that none have been shot legitimately, none have been posted, but you never know. Someone that plays the game that has nothing to do with any kind of social media may have got one. Matthew, thank you again. Appreciate the support, man. Biggest moose was a 300.4. Nice, dude. I thought something happened when he only said moderator. I was trying to point out what was more immediately visible in case she'd be recognized as that. But of course, they were not listed in order of priorities. Ooh, that is Kyla. How'd you meet her, actually? To go back to what I was just saying. Back in March of 2019, she was in chat and, like, being super helpful. And we basically needed moderation, so made her a mod, and years later we ended up talking, and here we are. Wild to think about all the trophies killed by people who never even realized or told anyone. You know, randomly in the Hunter Classic, I've gone through just people's galleries that are like high up on competition leaderboards and stuff, and I'll see like insane super rares. I remember a 240 something piebald mule deer, which those of you that don't play Classic, that might not mean anything to you, but Let's Go legacy scoring system for Call of the Wild, that's kind of what everybody can relate to. This would be essentially like a 992, probably, piebald diamond to kind of relate it to Call of the Wild terms. Never posted in the super rare gallery, like it's never been kind of like, it's never gotten the recognition it probably deserves, that's what I want to say. And I just think that's wild when you start considering, like, that's probably the majority. Not quite yet, Carmi guy. Matthew, thank you for the super chat once again, by the way. How do you tell if an animal's a diamond before you kill it? There are a couple of different ways. There's certain species that are guaranteed to make diamond if they are a certain level. So for instance, if you see a level 3 turkey, that is going to be a diamond as long as you don't shoot it with like the wrong ammo or something. Another one is score estimates. So for instance, there are some whitetail over there. The diamond requirement for whitetail is 255. So let's say this guy's estimate was instead 256 to like 300, whatever it would be. That would be a guaranteed diamond because we know the minimum to make it is lower than his minimum estimate. So there's a couple of things like that you can pick up on. This is a weird one because I always go for the more difficult shot first. Because there's a chance that doe's going to get in our way, we're actually going to shoot the back one first. Then get that guy. See if anybody else comes out of there. Don't see any. So where is that? Is that the tiny side pond? It is. Nice. Non-typical nation, thank you for the super chat again. How do I get turkeys to strut and call the wild? I'm pretty sure all the above did a guide on that, but the way that I had the most success getting them to strut was if I found a turkey in a zone and then I got pretty close to it, like within, say, 50 meters, crawled within 50 meters of it, and then set up decoys. That seemed to get them to strut. Calling them to within 50 meters of the decoys didn't, but if the decoys just appeared there, a lot of times they would. That's true, Bottom Boy. What's up, Jacob? Yeah, there's probably, like I just said, there's probably as many, if not more, that the story of them never gets told because, like you said, they don't have the means of getting it out there. It's cool to think of. Nightly Ninja, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Appreciate you, man. Do single player respawns happen instantly? What about multiplayer? Multiplayer, I would say, almost certainly are not instant, just because you're dealing with servers versus like a local file thing. So it's probably, if you're hosting multiplayer and you shoot a bunch of animals, probably when you relaunch the game or when you go back to single player, they might happen. As for single player respawns, it's really hard to actually say if they're immediate or not. What are you doing? I had pretty good kind of evidence. I wish I'd recorded it, but on Te Awaroa one time, I was shooting a bunch of fallow deer. I shot every buck that I could see. I'm pretty sure I got every single one. As I was leaving that zone going to the next, I happened to turn around, and there were like 4 more bucks back there that were nervous, but they were still there, where it's, in my opinion, just about impossible that 4 got by me and I didn't know it. So I think those respawned right away. It's hard to say, though. What's up, Chaz? Any trophies yet? Nothing too special. We have discovered a couple of new whitetail zones. I should screenshot that once again, too. Just in case I end up doing a grind so I can know where some of these spots are. Look at all these crazy meese running around. I've heard, Xannies, that some people for some reason just don't run Classic as well. I almost want to say there's like a fix that was posted on Reddit that I recommended to somebody, but I'm really not sure if that's what the issue was that the fix addressed. I'd see if you can Google like, something about your PC has good enough specs to run Classic, but it's struggling. Something like that might help you. Holy meese. Dude, Belmont is the place. They're all over. It's ridiculous. Wow. Big male. It's like the fox grind all over again. Level 3 males when they go to 9. Big yikes is what that is. Where are we at? Ooh, we're not nearly as far north as I thought. We got some distance to cover yet. I was thinking that was it. We might still get to see more. You call them meats too for a long, long time. If you kill the great one, what is the respawn? It's random. Like anything else. When you kill any animal, it's a random respawn. At least as far as we can tell. Can you show me how to change the track color? I can. You go into your system down here. Then you go to game. And then you can change the active and inactive track colors here. What's going on, Billiam? Get a great one or bad? I'll do my best. It seems highly unlikely that there's another one waiting out here, but to be fair, we got one once, so why not think we could get another? I hate hunting their drink times there. Hirsch has been on my main map since I got back into playing it. Trying to figure out what drink times. I'm not sure. That might not have been directed at me. Same and even Medved? It depends on when you consider back into playing, I would think, Kyla, because Te Awaroa definitely got a few hours. Hirsch equals bad. The video that we did on Hirsch a week ago was painful. It was like 4 hours and the video came out to like 9 minutes. So like 9 minutes of interesting stuff over the course of all that. Kind of rough. Shoots the great one with 100, or with a recurve at 100 or bad. No thanks. Nice, Bryson. If you could use one gun and one only, what would it be? Let's think. Ooh, hi. Not huge, but pretty good. And he's doing some kind of standing on his back feet kind of dance. And he has a bodyguard. Why? Go away. Don't do this to me. Anyway, I was going to probably say the 9.3. I'm not sure if it covers every animal class still. It used to. Rocky, don't push me. I think we might have messed that up. Not gonna lie. Pretty sure we're too far forward on the first shot and too far back on the second. It's going down, but might not get the gold. What'd you expect? It's Hirsch. I expected... Honestly, I had dreams of stumbling into a level 9 Red Fox. As I have twice on Hirschfelden now, once in single player, once in multiplayer, but on both occasions, at least in the new scoring system, they had been trolls. Yes, I'm with you there, Bottom Boy. The scenery is fantastic, but some of the ambient sounds are a little obnoxious. Big sombrero. Wait, is that his antlers? Is that what we're referring to? I finally got my first time in kudu today. Nice, man. I'm wondering, because of the black buck getting their true axe, are kudu next? Seems more than doable now that they've done one species with spiral horns and nailed them, I might add. Is that level 3 bear? Oh, wow. Moving on up. Where is... We gotta have Rocky helping us. He'll probably figure it out before we do. Can you show on the map where you got the great one? Ironically enough, literally right outside the outpost. The outpost for Renaki... Yeah, just Renaki outpost is right there. I'd say we shot it about there. It was very, very close to the outpost, which was, I really think, the only reason that it stayed a great one. I talked about this earlier. There is, and I believe was even at the time, a glitch where essentially if you had the great one spawn in and then left render of it, it would turn into like an overweight diamond, or more recently like a level 4 or level 5 whitetail, which of course is not a great one. Fortunately, because it was so close to the outpost, when we did our fast traveling, it didn't make us leave renders, so we didn't experience such a bug. How do you grind for an animal? My normal setup, I did a, like, I forget what I titled it. Basically, like, how to set up for red deer video. And the basic kind of points I go over are find the drink zones for that animal, like as many as you can on your map. So we have a spreadsheet in the Discord that has the zone times listed for all species. Oh, we had the... I forgot about the invisible glitch. Yikes. Didn't even think of that. Didn't even consider it was such a large animal. I don't know if you can even recover them, to be honest. I know when you go out of render, and if you drop them you can, but I haven't recovered one that ran. Well, losing that one. What was I saying? I don't remember. How do you see how many animals you've killed? If you go into your Codex Hunter hunting profile, it's at the top there. Chick-fil-A acid. I'm stuck. Oh wait, that's far away for you. I don't know. Fix it, Call of the Wild. Hopefully they do. Hopefully soon. Guess we have a tent here. We might as well take advantage of that. Wings, there you go. What's up with my level 4 whitetail I got? That one there, I don't know what kind of glitch that was, but I don't think that was a great one glitch. Because they had the under level, or under max weight deal. Because there were a couple of those, like, back-to-back for a bunch of people. I think there was some kind of like some issue with the freshly spawned ones. Wow. Big meal. We'll see how far away these tracks are. If I remember right, that tent was placed there for when we were going to do the second Great One grind originally. And then we kind of saw that Whitetail were a little bit bugged and sort of stayed away from that. So they might be right up here. This seems like where they ought to drink, but that's a track going in that way. I never saw a drink zone track to indicate that we should be getting out of their like 200 meter spawn range. I don't know. Maybe if we go this way, we'll get them to spawn in. I also wanted to continue spotting rabbits. That's one thing that pretty often I will shoot as we run around. Requires like no tracking and they're pretty easy to get, so you never know when a good one's going to respawn. I also kind of think that, but then Scarecrow's turned into an underweight with a small rack. What do you mean his turned into? I think you should ask it, but that's just me. Sounds good, Chaz. Appreciate you stopping by. Killed a 27-pound tom. Nice. It's a good size one. Nicely done. There's some whitetail. I almost would just go for the shot from here, but that's a good way to lose them. That's right up by our other tent, but I think if we fast travel now that we've got them in our render, that'll make them spooks, so probably best running into range. No worries, bottom boy. Appreciate the heads up. Did you miss anything good? Nothing super special. We've shot some decent sized ducks and one good whitetail buck at the very beginning. It was probably our first or second harvest, like a 238. Was not too bad. Warren, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you, man. Can the Great One spawn as a rare? Definitely can. I don't think there's any been shot though. Okay, this will be a good test of the M1, and we need to be a little careful because if we make bad shots and run out of our render, then we lose these. We'll get into basically the edge of the water. Be close enough to 150 to aim pretty much dead on. To be fair, Billy, I'm not sure on that. I'm not sure. Okay. It's kind of rude of that one to take off so fast. We got two. Definitely didn't get three. Should play Hunting Simulator at some point. I do want to go back to it at least a little bit on some Throwback Thursday videos. She would have only had to drive like 20 hours round trip acid. It wouldn't have been too bad. Can't believe she refused such an offer. How rare is it to get a Great One? Quite rare. A lot of people have tried with well over like 5,000 whitetail shot trying to get them to spawn and haven't gotten one. Fortunately, I had one at about 1,600, 1,650 whitetails, somewhere in there. And I know a bunch of people with less that got them too. Barrett, thank you for the super chat. Top 12 mysteries to never be solved. We'll never know. I hope the first one we shot was a vital hit, because otherwise we may be running the risk of him leaving our render. Yeah, he's right there. Didn't make it anywhere. Thank you, Ninja. Small little... what is that, like a 13 point or 14 point with that little basket rack? And the nice wide boy. And that has us pretty well through Belmont. I do want to fast travel here. I wonder if we can see, because now that I think of it, I feel like I had a whitetail zone somewhere in these trees. I don't see any. So maybe that was a different time. It might not have been the ones that we tracked earlier. Was worth a look anyway. Okay, so I think Caliburn will be our next run here? I'd like to... 1400 again. Why does this happen? Never mind. We'll check some small spots, and then when we reset the time for the last time in the stream, we'll do Cowber. That'll be our last thing. How much does Call of the Wild cost on Steam? I think it's like 30 bucks, or maybe that's what it used to be. I'm not sure if it's gone down in price at all. It's not too bad. Steam has sales on it fairly consistently, and a lot of times you can get like the entire collection, like the game and all the DLCs, at a pretty steep discount. So if you're kind of considerate and not sure, I'd maybe wait and see if you can get that kind of thing. Do it, Acid. DD33 said that some does come back as bucks. Is it true? No one knows for sure. I am hesitant to see that and not think it as kind of like a specific situation that looks that way but actually isn't. I'll go back to what I said earlier. I shot 1600 whitetail on the Great One grind, and those were exclusively bucks, other than on occasion accidentally hitting a doe that maybe stepped in front of a buck I was shooting at. I never shot a single doe on that grind, and if that were the case, after 1600 I should have been seeing a lot more does than bucks, right? Because eventually some of those bucks that I was shooting, if sometimes they would come back as does and sometimes as bucks, eventually they should have come back as does, and I shouldn't have been able to continue killing the same amount every run I did for 1600 whitetail straight. I think that is just kind of like circumstantial kind of evidence where it looked that way, but probably isn't. What a life, Bottom Boy. What a life that would be. How do you know you killed 1600 whitetail? I kept pretty good track. So usually I would kill anywhere from 20 to 30 per run that I did. And when I say run, I mean like a 45-minute, either up through Renaki or, you know, bouncing around to basically all my tents. I think I could do the entire map because I had tents set up within the 45-minute frame. But yeah, I kept pretty good track because I wanted to know. Why does it sound that way, TTV? And lock your doors before Kyla stabs you. Yeah, Bottom Boy, it's no good. Traffic's no fun. Why is the thumbnail so pixelated? I think it's an issue with YouTube and live streams. Unless hold on, let me see if I messed up here. I do want to actually look, because I saw that, and I was not a fan. Thumbnails, did I size it incorrectly? It's possible, because I was in a bit of a rush making the thumbnail today. No, it's 1920 by 1080. So that must be a YouTube thing, where they are, for some reason, stretching or doing something with the thumbnails that are making them, for some reason, hard to read. But since we really don't need to read that much on ours, it's not too big a deal. Any word on console fixes? I've not seen anything said about it, but surely based on the less than hospitable response to the most recent hotfix, they gotta be prioritizing such things. Kyla gonna go kill a guy mode? Maybe so. Just does sounds worse than McDonald's. It definitely isn't, if that gives you any comfort. Hello? I didn't see you over there. Unfortunately, I must shoot you. It's like 77p. It's like 12p. Yeah, I posted it in Discord. It looks weird. I almost, if that's what they're gonna look like, I almost want to do a little bit of like Lady Legend style thumbnail with the watercolor effect, because then it just wouldn't look as weird. We'll see. How do you mark animals through your scope? That is a skill. We're going to continue running here. Just get a waypoint there. That's a skill that is under Ambusher. Top of tier 2, sight spotting. It's invaluable. It's so good. Almost let my computer die. That would have been big rough. Best gun for ducks? Honestly, because ducks aren't like geese really to where they come into decoys and fly past, it's probably the 22, which is a rifle you can get in the Weapon Pack 1 DLC. Best map to hunt mallards because I need to make money? Well, Layton is the only one that has mallards, but if you specifically just want to hunt, like, if you're just hunting for money and not mallards, Harlequin duck on Yukon are everywhere. No caps. How are you fast traveling to non-outposts? I cannot get that to work. Is it a PlayStation issue? Like when I go to tents? You should still be able to fast travel to tents. That shouldn't be broken. I've not heard of such a thing. Why is the thumbnail in 480p? It's definitely lower than that. It seems like YouTube has an issue with live stream thumbnails right now. Not video thumbnails, but stream thumbnails are just displaying unbelievably blurry. And it's 1920 by 1080 like every thumbnail I've uploaded over the course of the past 3 years, but I don't know. Go do your stuff, Kyler, no worries. No worries. Thinking you were talking about my money by 77p? Oof. Small amounts of money. So tents only, not lookouts? Yeah, you can't fast travel to lookouts. Never approximately acid. There's always something going on, but the size of that company and development team, I can't imagine the disconnect between something happening and everybody else on the team being aware it's happening and what it may or may not affect. What are grizzly hotspots on Yukon? So like the entire kind of like river on the east side of the map, and then there's 4 little lakes in the far south of the map. Everything around there is pretty good too. There's that one whitetail track, and we went to the other lake. They got a drink here. Surely. Or she, if it's only one. Just got here, any diamonds? No diamonds yet. Probably rabbit zone if I had to guess, right? Yes. No diamonds, but I think 3 or 4 whitetail zones discovered and a good number of stuff shot for respawns. And yes, Zach, here it is. Does shooting the does affect your whitetail grind? There seems to be good reasons to shoot the does now, basically. When I did it, it didn't seem to do anything for me, but some people have had zones that were spawning bucks that stopped spawning them, and when they shoot does, sometimes, like, by killing all the does, bucks come back to that area. And I've seen the same thing with musk deer, actually. When I was doing the musk deer grind, if I shot a couple of females, I'd get males back in an area that had stopped spawning it. But, like I said, when I did the Great One grind, I was shooting whitetail does out of zones, and that did nothing for me, so maybe something has changed to where that works now. Because, like I said, I saw it with other species, but didn't do nothing for me. Oh, good lord, troublemaker. What's that say, Mick? Thumbnail looks big oofed. YouTube is big oofed, man. I'll send you the original just to prove that it was not me. The last area I want to get to, by the way. Where's Mick? I'll find you. I'll hunt you down. Maybe. What's today? This one. Bang. That's what it's supposed to look like. It looks fine. Why does YouTube do this to me? That's how I watch the stream? Oh my god, you guys are champs for sitting through that. The great one to the left? Holy! Where'd he go? Rocky. Why are you hiding to where I can't spot you and look at you like a great one? Where am I joke? I've decided on a buffalo chicken sub and Buffalo chicken fries. Good move. Tips for Medved. I mean, like every other map, hunting near the lakes is always a good option. Medved's an interesting one because their drink times are, once you get to about noon, pretty lame. Wild boar and lynx both only drink at night. Grizzly bear and musk deer are done at 7 a.m. So you have reindeer 5 to 9. You have moose 9 to 1300. And then you kind of don't get much of anything going on until nighttime. Look how many does we have in this area. So this is one probably that is going to be worth trying to kill all the does in and seeing if we get any bucks to respawn. Because that's absurd. And we had bucks here. So maybe we'll test that out. Maybe in a couple of streams till we kill all these. We'll get to know. I think actually, let's do a bunch that are clustered. I think we shot that one in the vertebrae, but we should kill 3. And I don't want to delete the zone, I just want to kill the does in it. So we'll call that good. Rocky's playing hide and seek. Messed up my joke. I guess it's okay. Dalton, thank you for the super chat, by the way. For rabbit species, which ones do females make diamond and which one do males make diamond? Let's see. Scrub hair and European hair. Actually, yeah. It's easy. Rabbits are males, hares are females. I never... Wow. I probably should have thought of that before now. But European hair and scrub hair, it's the females. European rabbit and jackrabbit, it's the males. How on earth did that never cross my mind? Oh boy. Small brain hours. Different vehicles for different maps? Some kind of multiplayer vehicle in my mind would be pretty cool. I'm not sure if different vehicles would be super desirable, but I think if you could have like a side-by-side or something to where you could bring maybe 2 or, well, let's say 1 or 3 players with you, I think that could be fun. We're gonna out-track Rocky on this one. Good work, Billy. Proud of you. How long will you stream for? Another 30 minutes. We're about to reset the time back to Whitetail drink time for the last time this stream. We're going to run up through Caliburn and potentially a little bit of, I think, Chopika is probably our best move. We'll see. To a spot we can reset the time. Technically, Whitetail could be drinking here too, so we'll give that a super quick look. I thought I could only do that on Twitch. Oh, really? Yeah, same commands and stuff. Do you ever scout a new location, and should you? You absolutely should, and I should do it more than I do. There is, well, in yesterday's video, in fact, when we went and did the missions on Yukon, it took us into other areas. We stumbled into an albino caribou and a massive diamond grizzly, and it was simply because we went somewhere that we hadn't gone in quite some time. Whitetail drinking over here, good to know. Looks like a good sized herd of them. They're just in a pretty terrible spot, as they tend to be at this lake, but there was one good buck who wandered off. Is he still back there, or did he leave? So when you do what we did, and you're too close to the animals when they, or when you spawn, you gotta get like more than 2, hello. Okay. You gotta get like more than 200 meters away, and then they'll spawn in. And what happens is, with this kind of thing, they start walking around like in circles and stuff, and until you give them a couple of minutes, they aren't in their zone. Let's just reset the time, rather than, or, no, I think I know what they're gonna do. I was gonna go back to their drink time, but I think they go and feed, yeah, I have a plan. If we chase them out this way, there's a huge opening. If we don't catch them feeding, we ought to be able to just push them out there and get an open shot in the distance. We'll see. I don't watch movies. Background noise, Kyla. Sean Carlo, thank you for the channel membership. Appreciate you, man. Well, I'm sure you know the drill from Twitch and everything, but make sure you link up your YouTube over in Discord and get that member roll. Take advantage of the good stuff that comes along with that. Flinter obviously watches movies. I rarely watch movies, only the good scenes. That's how you can be efficient. Flinter with a plan. It's probably not going to work, but I've played. Troll, it was the small rack, so I'm not getting my hopes up. Not a fan of the fact that whitetail at level 3 are this small now. I miss the big males. Did you just knock over a trash bag? No? What? Is Kyla Flinter's girlfriend? She is. Best spots for a side-striped jackal? I don't even hunt it, but the best spot is the mountain on the west side of the map. They're all over. The thing is, there's no water there, but they drink around there, and it's really tough to figure out exactly where they do. It can be quite frustrating. So I'm thinking, rather than just rushing after these guys like we normally do, if we go up and around here, we may see them feeding without having to spook them, which would, of course, be ideal. Whitetail racks just need to be totally redone. Honestly, whitetail, blacktail, Roosevelt elk, those need a second look. I think they did good with moose. Reindeer and caribou, they're good. They just should get so much bigger. Like, I'm not sure why they stopped where they did. Especially caribou. When you see a trophy caribou, they're not like the ones in game that are, you know, maybe a width of like 18 or 20 inches. They're usually just huge wide, so I'm not sure why they don't get bigger. I can't believe that we stumbled right into this guy. Schmooth. Alright, are you gonna go feed near there? The blacktail are? I almost want to just alert him with the 22, but it would be nice if he would. What are you doing? I'm really not too sure. That's definitely the smallest rack, so troll probability is quite high. I think we'll use the 22 strat here. Pretty confident that we can make a shot if he'll go alert and stand broadside. Oh. Zeroing for the wrong range is a bad idea. Clutch? Nope. We shot him straight in the vertebrae because I forgot to change the zeroing from the 22. So, rip that one. I like how I made this effort to not spook it, just so that wouldn't happen. What are we talking about? Not watching those would be a federal crime? I should have been in prison for a long time. Big male. I'm pretty confident. Messes it up. It's fine. It's a small rack. I would have taken that more seriously otherwise. Definitely a troll now? Yeah, it's definitely not a diamond. Clutch? Nah. It's gonna score 252, and it's gonna be a troll, and it's gonna be fine. What a noob. I don't even know why I play this game. Should have reset the time. Would be a troll anyways. Like I said, I don't even like the level 3 whitetail look like this, so I wouldn't put it in the trophy lodge regardless. Mayhaps the second lodge, but certainly not our main. Now if that can respawn into a big rack diamond, or even better, a great one, that would be cool. But, yeah, not these little small male hours. What's up, Sebastian? Not a noob, he's better than you. Acid is pro tier big male though. Would have been a troll, no worries. I think he's actually kind of wide for that particular rack shape, but I actually shot above the vertebrae, and then straight in the face. I tried to get that into the heart or lungs, but because he only stopped for a second, we had to make that quick. But he would have been merely a gold. No big deal. Okay, now we'll reset the time. I thought it was a blacktail. Awkward. Wow, Billy, thanks, man. So kind. Alright, we're gonna have to make this quick because we don't have the time to cover the distance that I'd like. Nobody's ever last crickets. Well, that's the beauty of YouTube. The streams or videos are always there to be viewed. What does critical position mean for dogs? They're telling you that you're about to spook an animal. Basically, an animal around you is alert. They don't do it every time an animal around you is alert, but they do that. Good, Kyla. Glad to hear it. Accidental success on the first try. Now you have him. Is the Mosin fixed? To my knowledge, it is not. By the way, I feel like I'm potentially jinxing myself out of anything cool that might be still on our map, but due to the fact that I'm going to be gone by the end of April, I had to edit the Best of April montage early. And one of the things in going for this whitetail hunt today was it's probably not that likely that we're going to kill a diamond because we haven't done much whitetail hunting. And of course the level 3 stepped out, and the entire time I was just thinking of how it wasn't going to be in the montage. So I'm more than happy that not only did we mess that up, it was also a troll. Adult life is being happy about new pillows. They're nice pillows though, I gotta say. What has happened to the Mosin? It's only a PC issue, so if you're on console, it doesn't affect you. But basically, it's inconsistently hitting low and to the right. If it was consistently low and to the right, you could even deal with it. But sometimes it's way off, sometimes it's dead on, and that makes it really, really tough to hunt with. Been gone a minute, what have I missed? We messed up a troll whitetail, which means we got a silver and not a gold. I think, oh yeah, I knew I saw an extra body in there. Really? Making it difficult on us like that? I paid more for my pillow than my mattress? What? How has this happened? Are there any mission animals for Parquet? Technically there is a female puma that's a common. Not the most interesting, so I wouldn't count it. Another big male in here somewhere. Did we drop that? Oh. I wasn't aware. I think there's 2 big males in here. Did I get 2 different? There's one. Can we get a different one? Not sure. Well, hopefully, if these guys do what a lot of animals in this area do, we'll get a good look at them. I think they're right out here. Oh, you know what? These are... That's a pretty good looking one. These are from the same herd where we shot a bunch of them out of a feed zone a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember if that was here on YouTube or on Twitch. Excuse me, moose. You're hiding my deer. That level 1's a monster. Holy. Isn't that what great ones are? There's a level, or there's a 1 in their level, so it's gotta be a great one. How do I unblock Nightbot? How did you block Nightbot? Where's Rocky? Rocky's just chilling with us, running around. Purple brand. I've heard that's good. 217. I like that the only shot we've really messed up today has been the standing still one. We've made plenty of on the run shots. What on earth? Kyla's retiring? Yes. Definitely. Of course you drop shot to level 2. Man, that's what I was just saying. Like, why would that not be the way it would go? And probably, had I just shot to level 3 as soon as we saw it, it would have been fine. But I wanted to... Yeah, there's another 85 to 100. I wanted to let him stop. Because he was walking, it was kind of far. Go figure. I just broke my finger, so I'm on the way to the hospital. Hopefully everything goes alright with that, man. Hope you're all good. Got some duckos, small males. I blocked him because I thought he was annoying, but I can't be a member now? Oh. Because the link's there? You can still, if you hit the super chat button, you can become a member that way. I think I know what you mean. Does Kyle hunt in real life? She has tried, I think is her official answer. But she is going to be trying again in 2.5 weeks, something like that. I don't know the math. Small males, okay. Continue following Whitetail. They're getting a little away from where I want them to be, but it does open up right out here, so we should be good to get eyes on this. Like I said, this is definitely the herd that we shot a bunch of bucks out of a few weeks ago, so maybe this is a good one. I'm pretty pleased the fact that we didn't hop around from tent to tent. We've really gone through and looked for zones. The amount of whitetail that we've seen and shot is pretty good, all things considered. In 2 hours, and not even yet, we've shot a bunch. We saw level 3, discovered a bunch of zones. The zone finding process of any kind of grind is usually the longest, and to find that many in this short amount of time is good. How on earth, TTV? I didn't know there were 4 bones in your arm. I thought there were 2. I don't know. Turkey hunting in May. Gotta help you film for meat hunters? By help me film, do you mean be the subject of the video, or what are you getting at? Just checking. Nightbot has forgiven you, Billy. Well, there they are. Dang. It's another big one. And there's, hold on a minute. What is happening in this herd of whitetail? What on earth? That's gotta be a 3, right? They're all big males over here. I thought there was 285 to 100s over 4. Yeah, it's another 3. 240 to 281 this time. What has happened on our map? I'd like to know. I want to get that guy too. Is he gonna stop? Other ones have stopped. Oh, we did. I can't see him though. Why, you may ask? Am I trying to shoot a level 2 first? Pretty much because I think they're far enough away. Are they gonna try to come back? They almost look like... Oh, they totally are. Okay. Range these. Yeah, we're already pushing it. What if we back up? I want to get them both. Wabbits hopping around. Where is... There's the 2. This might be stupid, but they should come back again regardless. That ought to be a lung. We're 0 for the right range. Hold on. What are we doing wrong today? Big male whitetail are just impossible to hit well. It's alright. The 3 we're going to actually try on this time. Wherever he is. Is he with these? Like I said, when you spook animals once and they try to come back, they usually attempt to come back again. So taking that shot when we had it was fine, I think. Hopefully they try to come back. I see some whitetail walking around. Yeah, they're coming back. Lucky little small male. Yeah, definitely messed up that too. He may even come trotting back. If we see him limping, we'll have to do the same process over again and take the shot not at the 3. I'd like to know, I mean, I guess it's from just occasional hunts, but how on earth we got 2 level 3 whitetail roaming around out here without trying? Here I am trying to do a fox grind, and 600 in, I can't get a big male to spawn, but whitetail just love me, I guess. There's that other big 2, but not the big 2. There is a small 2. They are just everywhere. We don't want to kill too many. Hunting pressure's there, so the 2's dead. Only looking for that 3, which is right there. Alright. 0 for the correct range. That is priority number 1. See if we can do this. Nice, Billy. Would love for him to be broadside or something. The wind's bad, so he's going to stop. And I'd like to swing and get that too as well. Do that again? Rocky, excuse me, but we're busy. There you go, Kyla. Rocky got in my way just like Atlas gets in your way. Classic Whitetail just hate you? Dude, I don't know what it is. Whitetail in Deer Hunter 2005 love me. These Whitetail love me. Classic Whitetail hate me. Second time's a charm. You got 2 level 3 running around just by casually hunting in here, and I'm grinding Whitetail just for my first time and not even a great one. Feels bad, man. That one made diamond. 256.1, so we made the right shot on the right deer. Now I really have to figure something out regarding that best of April montage. Unless I just don't include it since it's a small male. We shall see, but tax that. Probably take it to the second lodge. Gotta claim this dude, and what if that other level 2 is a diamond as well? Because he definitely had a legit shot. Pretty much the same rack as the diamond we just got. Smoked. It's Red Benjamin. There's the clutch, Jacob. Within the last 15 minutes, we just did that with the Grizzly on Friday. Go figure. Pretty much our last 2 normal Call to Wow streams. We technically had the one on Sunday too. Just smoking diamonds, no big deal. Thank you guys. Big diamond male. Some kind of... oh man, that sucks. He almost made it back. I was gonna say, some kind of diamond emote would be kind of cool if we could make it unique. Oof, he's bigger than our other 3, but he wouldn't have been a diamond. 0.3 below. So basically we had 3 250 plus Whitetail all running around, and I had no idea. What have I been doing wrong? I'm out here chasing other stuff. What's up, Scarecrow? You just missed a diamond Whitetail. Is that a buck? It's a buck. Was that a buck that's going to delete the zone? No, we're alright. Another buck there. And there. And they are just... I can't get away from them. Hello? That'll kill him anyway, even though it wasn't a great hit. Great one, Albino. I mean, that would be nice. Perfect time to join. What a beastie. Glad you make it, Jay. Not sure if I'll catch you live again for a while. Have a great summer. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for sticking around, man, and thanks so much for the super chat earlier as well. Appreciate you, man. Hope to see you around. How big? Small guy. 256. We also shot a troll level 3 that I also messed up. That was a 253. And a level 2 that scored 254.7. Also messed that one up. My shooting is not on par today. Fortunately, the one time it needed to be, it was. But, have not done the best. I legit have 4 Whitetail. Wait. Oh, never mind. We shot a couple here. 4 Whitetail on my map. What in the holy is this? You gotta have more than 4. There are these guys going this way now. Where are your... holy rabbits. Where are your buck friends? Small rabbits. That's fine then. There they are. They're coming out of the brush. I think there's only 2 more bucks. None of those are bucks. Ock. Hot diggity boy, made it. What's going on, dude? Didn't forget it's Monday, you did? I knew I forgot something. Was that a buck? Welcome to the party, sir. You should have a friend with you if I'm not mistaken. I would like to wait until both are in view. Now they are. So, we hopefully, once he slows down, any day now, whenever you feel like it. There you go. Take that guy, and that guy. And there should be one that we hit poorly we still got to recover. But I think we just killed every buck out of that herd, and one of them was a diamond, so not bad. Yeah, Jay, there's some whitetail zones that are just in ridiculous places, and you can always try deleting that zone with hunting pressure, but that is a shot in the dark that it's not going to get worse. Whitetail are still a bit odd. They definitely seem better. Oh, nice, Tux. We had a max weight diamond blacktail up here End of last year. This area seems to be quite good. My deer aren't respawning. Are you 100% sure they're not respawning? Because it seems, as far as I can tell, most spawning issues have been fixed. Any diamonds? We shot a diamond whitetail probably not 5 minutes ago. Just recently. Where the heck are you? We came up through this way. Look at all the hunting pressure. We came up through this way from here. I think their zone was here. And then spooked them along and ended up shooting like 6 bucks out of this one herd in High Lake. Something's running. It sounds like a bear running around in here. Luckily, we didn't get the invisible glitch, though I ran right past it as we were doing stuff. Excuse you, Rocky. Hit him in the jaw, so close. Let's praise Rocky if I could hit the right button. Scariest IRL story? The scariest encounter I ever had while hunting was, it really even wasn't that bad, but my dad took me, so there's a youth doe season in PA that runs for 3 days at the end of the normal early muzzleloader season, so I was a bit too small a lad to be firing an inline muzzleloader, so my dad took me, he was hunting, and I just got to like kind of watch, and he shot a pretty big doe with his muzzleloader. I think this was the day before that youth season started, so we went back to the same place the next day, and there was what I think was a bobcat basically guarding the guts from that deer, and we didn't know it was there. Just, you know, we're walking through with our flashlights, and just the scream that that thing let out, never gonna forget that sound. It's just hair stands up on the back of your neck kind of feeling, and then just like guns come off shoulders, flashlights go in that direction, you see those little beady eyes staring at you. It's creepy. Feels that way sometimes, winners. We're still, you know, we still got 5 minutes of hunting probably, and then a quick trip to the second trophy lodge. Ah, yes. A fantastic story indeed, Bottom Boy. I got my first buck this year in PA. Nice, dude. What is 63.2, Damien? What level? Probably 7? Do you always upload at 5 o'clock? I do. 5 o'clock every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then streams at 3 p.m. Eastern on Monday here on YouTube, 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday over on Twitch, and then 1 p.m. Eastern and noon Friday and Sunday also on Twitch. Tell more stories? I don't know if I have any more scary hunting stories. I have a really dumb one. Where was it the year? I think it was the year I shot my 7-point. So like I guess my now 3rd biggest buck, since the one from 2019 kind of made it, pushed it down to 1 peg. But the place that I wanted to set up my blind, like the day before the season, a huge hemlock tree fell down, and in order to get my blind there, I just had to like cut a bunch of limbs out and get the blind tucked in. And I figured if I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna brush the blind up with all these limbs and make it so the deer are like never gonna see me, and it paid off in a big way. But walking in there in the dark, at whatever age I was, small lad, I was terrified. It looked like a Bigfoot home, and I was like, I swear, what if I made Bigfoot a home, and he's gonna be living in here, and it's gonna be kind of awkward when I open that door and Bigfoot's in there taking a snooze. That's the next closest thing I can remember to a scary story. But anyway, the important part of that story is, there's a huge herd of deer that got kicked out by somebody. Most of the does were hanging out at like 10 yards, and I was waiting for the buck to give me a shot. Completely missed, by the way. And fortunately, every deer cleared the area except for him. Got a second shot in there, and ran about 50 yards, and it was great. Who's rude? Did I miss something? Possibly. I don't think I did. Maybe a scarecrow. What's your biggest buck you shot? The 9-point that I killed on my channel back in 2019. You say small lad like you still aren't a small male? Well, true. How old are you? I'm 23. In your opinion, how good is the 270 Stradivarius? One of the better looking guns in the game, and unfortunately, I just have a... Something draws me to camo weapon in this game, so when I use the 270, I use the Warden and not the Stradivarius. But the 270 itself, doesn't matter whether it's the Warden or the Huntsman or the Stradivarius, it's a good gun. It's just outclassed by other Class 4 weapons, so things such as the M1, the 30-06, 303, they're all the same class as the 270, they shoot as fast or faster, and they're more powerful. That was a bunch of bunnies. Look at all these little dudes. Small males all around. Maybe we can hit that one. It's kind of like a awkward spot. Oh, we gotta go way higher. Cool. Definitely 12. Yeah, that's why I sound like I'm 12. Because I'm 12. I suck at this game. I've messed up on 2 diamonds in one day. Had they been like 3 score higher, I would have also messed up 2 diamonds today, so it can happen, man. I got lucky with them being too small, but it happens. Thanks, Jay. Which maps would you like to have in the future? I really want a second map based in Africa, and some kind of North American desert I think would be really cool. Like if you guys watch the Cabela's Outdoor Adventure series, a combination of what I think was called like the White Pine Desert and the Chihuahua region. If you could have like javelina, desert bighorn, desert mule deer, coos deer, probably like jackrabbit and coyotes. I'm sure you could fit another species or two in there that I'm not thinking of. Some kind of desert bird could probably work. 'Twas a gold, not too bad. I saw some ducks here. We're going to check those and probably go back to our second trophy lodge. You are 12? No. Small duck, I mean, if he's there, we might as well. If we can, anyway. Excuse me. Sir? Do I have the range wrong? There we go. We all know your favorite map is Layton. What is your second favorite map? Probably Virunga. It's kind of like Layton in the fact that I don't really ever get tired of hunting it. Like if I'm gonna, let's say that I've played an extra amount of Call of the Wild recently and I'm not feeling any particular map, Layton or Virunga, I can go to those and not feel bored for like the entire 2 hours that I'm gonna stream. That's, Virunga and Layton both have that effect for me. We need another Whitetail map? We absolutely do. It sort of surprises me that we don't already have one, and I've made this point before. Whitetail have to be at least high up on the list of the most hunted species in this game, and I imagine they keep stats on that for exactly that reason, being able to like provide the best, you know, content. And we've seen in the past that they do keep track of like certain things. They've done like random little community events where they see how many of certain things get harvested. So I don't see why they wouldn't be able to know that, and surely they're up there, because you always see a ton of Layton servers, and the amount of people now that do Great One grinds, like how many whitetail are getting shot per day? Gotta be thousands. Busting Outdoors, something is wrong with YouTube right now. Thumbnails are just blurry. I don't know why. It's a little annoying. Where are we going to put this guy? We probably don't have a diamond whitetail in this entire lodge, quite honestly. We have the couple of mule deer from the stream a few weeks back. Those plaques are filled. My goodness. This entire lodge is getting kind of full. We might need to go back downstairs and into that other room. That shouldn't really be there. What date's that? June 29th, 2020. Take down the turkey and put it elsewhere. Put the diamond whitetail right here from 426. Diamond whitetail. I mean, it looks okay, I guess. I just feel like there's not enough mass. Go with that. Okay, and then turkey can go... Or you know what? Maybe that is the size the turkeys require. Mistakes were made. Darn it. I don't feel like going back through there now. We'll just put it on this big plaque back here and it'll be fine. How many siblings do you have? I have 2. Both are younger. Okay, June, what did I say? 22nd? These dates are so out of order. You can't... It's June 20-something. 29th. Okay, back to the whitetail, and we are going to be wrapping up. Have a great day and a great trip. Thank you, man. Hope you have a good day as well. We need more diamond racks for whitetail. We definitely do. Ones with less total points would be amazing. More mass, taller tines, all that kind of stuff would be really cool, but that was pretty neat. Neat to end with a diamond whitetail, because gonna be away for a week, not gonna get to play the game for a while. Cool to actually drop a diamond out here on the stream, but yeah, as always guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for the support. And one last reminder, those of you that weren't in here earlier, there's gonna be no Twitch streams this week. There's still gonna be a video every single day, but yeah, no Twitch streams until Wednesday, May like 5th or something like that. Alright, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!